Hey everyone, pumped to dive into a career that gets you right in the game sports program coordinator. We've got RoleCatcher's awesome resources today.
Oh, yeah.
So we're talking sample interview questions, career advice that'll really help you level up and even get a peek at how AI can be your secret weapon. Get ready to feel seriously prepped.
Yeah, it's really amazing, how much prep can boost your confidence. It's not just about knowing the answers, right? It's about
Yeah,
feeling genuinely ready to showcase your passion and your expertise.
absolutely. All right, let's jump right in with the career guide.
Yeah.
It paints like such a cool picture of this role, way more than just working in sports. You're like coordinating programs, making a real impact on your community, and there's so much potential to grow and specialize.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating to me is the human element.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like you're not just crunching numbers, you know what I mean? You're
Mm.
creating experiences that can honestly shape lives,
Mm.
encouraging healthy habits, building teamwork, fostering that love of sports. Think about it. What drew you to this role? What kind of impact do you want to make?
Ooh, that's good.
Holding on to that why is so powerful, especially during an interview.
Such a good point. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty interview questions. The interview guide is packed, but we'll hit the ones that really get to the heart of being a sports program coordinator. Ready for the first one?
Oh, yeah, bring it on. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Okay, here it is. How do you ensure that sports programs are inclusive and accessible to all members of the community? The guide suggests, highlighting your experience, creating programs that welcome everyone, diverse backgrounds, abilities, the whole spectrum.
Yeah, this is huge,
Hmm.
because inclusivity is such a core value in sports and recreation now.
Yeah,
Interviewers aren't just checking a box. They want to see that you champion this.
right.
So instead of just saying, I value diversity,
Right.
think of specific examples, times you adapted activities, communicated with diverse groups, maybe even advocated for greater accessibility in your community.
So it's showing how you make inclusion happen, not just saying you believe in it. Real life examples are gold, right?
Yeah.
Okay, next question, and this one's a bit more about the practical side. How do you manage a sports program budget effectively? The guide recommends detailing, your experience with budgeting tools and techniques.
Yeah, this is where you highlight those organizational skills,
Yeah.
your ability to make those tough decisions and how you handle resources creatively.
Right.
Think about specific software you've used, maybe even challenges you faced, the times you had to stretch a budget or negotiate effectively.
Oh, this one takes me back. My first time managing a budget, it was for a youth soccer league.
Hmm.
And I was so nervous about messing it up. Ended up creating this crazy color-coded spreadsheet system.
See, that's the kind of detail that stands out.
I
It
remember.
shows you take initiative, you're organized, you're willing to go the extra mile. The interviewer might even ask follow-up questions,
Oh, yeah.
like what were some tough budget calls you made? How did you prioritize needs? Being ready for those follow-ups is key.
Yeah, definitely. And honestly, even sharing those oops moments where you learn something,
Yeah.
can make you more relatable and show that you grow from challenges.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hit another question. This one's about keeping that energy up. How do you stay motivated in your role as a sports program coordinator? The guide says honesty is key here, really highlighting what fuels your passion for sports and this work.
Yeah. This is where your personal why shines.
Oh,
What energizes you? Is it seeing the positive impact on kids? Is it the challenge of constantly creating new programs? Let that genuine enthusiasm come through because it's contagious.
right. For me, it's definitely seeing people light up when they're participating in a program I helped create.
Mm,
That feeling of making a difference is the best fuel.
yeah.
But even the biggest sports fanatic can have moments of burnout.
Oh, absolutely. And the interviewer might even ask, tell me
Mhm.
about a time you faced a challenge and how you stayed focused. Having some strategies for staying motivated, whether it's self-care, reminding yourself of your goals, or finding inspiration from others, will help you answer this one authentically.
I love that. Now, before we jump into more questions, can we quickly touch on RoleCatcher's AI tools? I'm genuinely curious how they help with this interview prep.
Oh, they're incredible, especially the AI interview prep feature. It's like having a personalized coach in your pocket.
Whoa.
It analyzes the specific job description and gives you tailored guidance on how to answer those tricky questions. It even offers video practice with AI-driven feedback on your delivery, your tone, everything.
Wait, so it's not just giving generic advice, it's analyzing the actual job I'm applying for. That's next level.
Exactly. It takes the guesswork out of prepping and helps you stand out because your answers are laser focused on what that employer is looking for. It even helps you tailor your resume to highlight the most relevant skills.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued. All right, let's get back to those questions. I'm feeling even more ready to tackle them
All
now.
right, let's tackle another question that often pops up. Can you explain your experience in managing a sports program from conception to execution?
The classic, tell us about a time you question. I remember these from like my early interviews. The guide suggests like walking the interviewer through a specific program you manage, highlighting your role at each stage, from the initial idea to the final wrap-up.
Yeah, it's your chance to showcase a program that, demonstrates your ability to handle those complex logistics, manage stakeholders, and achieve like tangible results.
Right.
Think of it as a mini case study of your success.
It's like telling a success story, but with extra details, right?
Right.
Instead of just saying, I manage this, you talk about the challenges you faced, the decisions you made, and the results you achieved.
Exactly. Imagine you're saying, I spearheaded the launch of a new youth basketball league. This involved recruiting coaches, securing gym space, organizing registration, and promoting the program to the community. We ended up with over 100 participants and received incredibly positive feedback from parents and players.
Wow, that paints such a vivid picture. And I bet the interviewer would be hooked. Now, what if they follow up with, what were some unexpected hurdles you encountered and how did you adapt?
That's where you showcase your problem-solving skills.
But-
Maybe a coach dropped out last minute,
Oh, no.
or there was a scheduling conflict with the gym. Explain how you thought on your feet and found a solution. Did you have to get creative with finding a new coach or space? Did you have to renegotiate terms?
Those are the moments that really test your skills. It's about staying calm, thinking creatively, and showing that you can handle those curveballs.
Mm.
Okay, let's switch gears to a question that tests your knowledge of the field. How do you keep up with the latest trends and developments in the sports industry? RoleCatcher recommends mentioning industry publications, events, or professional development opportunities.
Yeah, it's all about showing that you're a lifelong learner, that you're passionate about staying ahead of the curve. Think about the resources you rely on. Do you subscribe to a sports management journal? Do you follow industry leaders on social media? Have you attended any conferences or workshops?
Oh, I love those conferences. You get to hear from the experts network with other professionals, discover new ideas. It's so inspiring.
Absolutely. And when you mention these resources,
Yeah.
connect them to your work. How have you applied what you've learned? Maybe you attended a seminar on inclusive coaching techniques and implemented those strategies in your programs.
It's about showing that you're not just absorbing information, but you're actually putting it into practice. Now, here's a question that might seem simple, but has hidden depths. How do you measure the success of a sports program?
It's about showcasing those analytical skills.
Okay.
And your understanding that success goes beyond participation numbers. Interviewers are looking for someone who gets the bigger picture, the impact on individuals and the community.
So it's not just about how many people signed up, but the overall experience and the positive outcomes. RoleCatcher mentions participant satisfaction surveys, skill development assessments, even tracking the long-term impact on health and well-being.
Exactly. Connect these metrics back to the specific goals of the program you're discussing. If it's a youth sports program, you might track improvements in athletic skills, teamwork, and sportsmanship. Or you could talk about how you gather feedback from parents and coaches to assess the overall effectiveness of the program.
I love that it's like putting on your detective hat and finding evidence that your programs are making a difference. Okay, switching gears again. This one's all about community involvement. How do you work with stakeholders to promote sports programs in the community?
It's about highlighting your communication and collaboration skills.
Oh, okay.
Interviewers want to see that you can build those crucial relationships with community leaders, schools, businesses, and even media outlets to spread the word.
It's like building a network of supporters who champion your programs. RoleCatcher suggests mentioning your experience with marketing outreach and building partnerships.
And don't just list them, bring them to life.
Okay.
Have you organized community health fairs, collaborated with local businesses for program discounts, secured media coverage to highlight your program's impact? These examples add color and depth to your answer.
It's about going above and beyond to make those connections and make those programs accessible to everyone. Speaking of going above and beyond, I'm curious about RoleCatcher's AI tools and how they can help craft answers for these questions. It almost sounds too good to be true.
It's definitely a game changer. Imagine this. The AI analyzes the specific question,
Wow.
pinpoints the key skills they're looking for, and gives you personalized advice on how to structure your response.
This is like having an expert whispering in your ear, helping you say exactly what the interviewer wants to hear. That's amazing.
And it goes beyond just advice.
Oh, really?
You can practice your responses through video and get AI-powered feedback on everything: your delivery, your tone, even your body language. It's like having a virtual mock interview.
That's incredible. It takes the guesswork out of prep and helps you present the polished, confident you are. Now I'm eager to hear more questions. What else does this guide have in store for us?
Okay, let's tackle a question that can be a bit tricky. What are your salary expectations for this role?
Ooh, the salary question. I still get a little nervous about this one.
It's definitely one that requires some research and strategy. The interview guide recommends looking into typical salary ranges for sports program coordinators in your area. You consider your own experience and qualifications too.
So it's like finding that sweet spot where you're valuing your skills fairly, but also being realistic about the market.
Exactly. And instead of giving a specific number, try offering a range. You could say something like, based on my research and experience, I'm targeting a salary range of insert your range here. However, I'm open to discussing the specific responsibilities and compensation package in more detail.
That's a great approach. It shows you're flexible and focused on finding the right fit, not just the biggest paycheck.
Yeah.
Speaking of finding the right fit, let's talk about long-term career goals. Interviewers often ask, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
It's a classic question that helps them understand your ambition, your commitment to growth, and how you see yourself contributing to their organization in the long run.
The career guide emphasizes aligning your goals with the organization's mission and highlighting your desire for continuous learning and development.
You don't need a super detailed 5-year plan, but have a general direction in mind. Do you see yourself taking on leadership roles, specializing in a certain area of sports programming, maybe even pursuing a master's degree in sports management? Think about what excites you and how this role could be a stepping stone.
It's about showing ambition, but being realistic. And remember, this is your chance to ask about their growth plans and career development opportunities too. It's a two-way street.
Absolutely. You want to make sure their vision aligns with yours. Now, for the grand finale of interview questions, the one that often comes at the very end. Do you have any questions for us?
This is where you shine. It's your opportunity to show you're engaged, curious, and that you've done your homework.
And it's not just about asking any question, it's about asking thoughtful ones that show you understand the role and the organization.
The interview guide has some great suggestions. You could ask about their company culture, the team you'd be working with, or specific projects you'd be involved in. What about their approach to professional development? Or their vision for the future of their sports programs?
Those are all excellent. The key is to avoid asking things you could easily find on their website.
Right. Use this time to dig deeper and gather information that helps you decide if this role is truly the right fit for you. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground today. We tackled those tough interview questions, explored career insights, and even uncovered the power of RoleCatcher's AI tools.
It's been quite a journey.
Listener, I hope you're feeling energized and ready to rock that sports program coordinator interview. Remember, preparation is key, but so is confidence and letting your passion shine through.
And don't forget to tap into those amazing resources from RoleCatcher. Their platform can be a real game changer in your job search.
Absolutely. You've got this. We're cheering you on every step of the way.
Go out there and ace that interview.